I have with me today my colleagues who are the nurse navigators involved in the cancer program. They are one of the first that have been funded by this very generous group of fishermen, and they provide a critical need for patients in the survivorship program.
As a nurse navigator, we become a patient advocate. We become a single point of contact for patients at a very, very vulnerable time. Cancer has become extraordinarily complex. Treatments are so specialized, they're so individualized, that we help them understand what those treatments are and what it means and what their options are and what their choices are.
Hi, my name is Rick Kidwell. I'm a two-time cancer survivor. I'm here on behalf of the Anne Arundel Medical Center to thank all the participants of the Fish for a Cure Foundation. The Nurse Navigator program was extremely helpful in getting through the tense and difficult moments of cancer treatment. There are many times when you don't necessarily have the answers or the ability to think through problems, and the Nurse Navigator can kind of guide you, shepherd you, and get you on the right track.
A critical need that the Fish for a Cure team helped us to fund. It's called a financial navigator. We're trying to avoid patients' bankruptcy. Our treatments, while getting better and survivors living longer, they're getting much more expensive. Their financial well-being is equally as important.
The ability of this hospital and the oncology program to grow has really been dependent on philanthropy. And this is the absolute perfect type of philanthropy, especially from my point of view, because the two passions I have in life are, one is fishing and the other is oncology. Insurance doesn't cover everything, and the extras this type of philanthropy adds to our oncology center really makes the patient's experience so much better.
It's always a great thing to have competition in our workforce. Just in the breast center itself, we have 3 boats that we're captaining, and I'm a native of Maryland, so I love to fish. And in fact, my dad and my brother are coming up from Salisbury to fish.
Fish for a Cure, Fish for a Cure. We have 5 minutes to check in. 5 minutes to check in. Over.
Of course, nothing beats the after party where I get to hang out with great friends, patients, coworkers. So it's always a great time.
All right, hold it. Here's the fish. More calories.
Curing cancer and fun hanging out with friends and fishing, man.
I mean, because it hits home for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, every family, everyone has friends, family members. Nothing's more rewarding.
I think there's a lot of value in helping the community. We live in a community.
It gets guys that I love to be with together. It gets us out in the outdoors.
Gets us out of the house.
Gets us out of the house. Annapolis and the Chesapeake Bay is just a great place to enjoy the environment and fish.
But when we caught the fish, we were in 35 feet of water. We actually had just caught a large stick prior to catching the fish, so we thought we had more debris. One of my mates spent about 5 minutes hauling it in. We had a nice fish on board. The main reason that we do Fish for a Cure every year is because all the proceeds from what we raise for the Captain's Challenge goes to the medical center, and that's an amazing thing for a charity, for 100% of what we raise to go there. We did build this boat for my family to run around the bay. I have a 5-year-old. He's been on board all 4 years that we've done this tournament. This year he had his spinning rod casting in the middle of the trolling rods that we had out there. We want to get him involved in charity and fishing out on the bay as young as possible.
The Annapolis Waterfront Hotel has been very accommodating to us this year. Them along with Pussers helping us out. It's been fantastic. We're extremely pleased and thankful, grateful that they're having us back again for another year. The amount of participation that we have this year, of course, hit a record. We hit the 80 boat mark, which is a big deal for us. And then the amount of participation in the Paul C. Detter Captain's Challenge it's going to set another record this year, so we're thrilled.
The leadership of your board and all of the volunteers and the captains and the anglers and all that you've done to support the work that we do here. I believe it was in the neighborhood of $550,000 raised this past year, which is an additional record. So congratulations to all of you. We are so grateful.